This is the Grambo Report. And now, Isaac Grambo. Hello, I'm Isaac Grambo, and this is the Grambo Report. The big news today is the outbreak of Ebola in the Midwest. Dozens have died due to the highly contagious, extremely rare, and very painful disease in recent days, and the Centers for Disease Control has released preliminary findings about the source of the problem: bread. There is no word on any determination of the specific brand or type of bread, but stores spent the day removing all bread products from their shelves. To bring you in-depth coverage of this developing story, we have correspondents focusing on different aspects of the crisis. Chief Grain Correspondent Kate Bowen is in Omaha, Midwest Commerce Correspondent Isaac Grambo is in St. Louis, and Chief Foreign Affairs Correspondent Kate Bowen is in Washington, D.C. We'll start with Kate Bowen in Washington, D.C. Kate, what does the State Department have to say about all of this?
Isaac, the State Department is officially making no comment as to the Ebola outbreak. However, rumors are spreading that Condoleezza Rice is scrambling to smooth things over with our chief bread trading partners, specifically Poland, in order to avoid potential bread boycotts abroad.
What effect would a Polish bread embargo have on the gross domestic product of the United States?
Isaac, it could potentially cripple us. The U.S. earns more than $12 billion a year on bread sales to Poland alone, and that figure doesn't take into account the rest of Eastern Europe, including the Czech Republic and the Ukraine. We could be looking at an economic shortfall in the trillions, Isaac.
Thank you, Kate. Kate Bowen reporting from Washington there. We now turn to the Midwest and Isaac Grambo from St. Louis. Isaac, what is the situation there? Isaac, the jubilation that the nation saw from St. Louis as its baseball team won the World Series has given way to mass hysterical panic. Citizens have boarded themselves into their homes, refusing even to answer the door or order out for pizza due to fears about the extreme communicability of the disease. The streets are deserted, and all that is left outdoors are piles of moldy, rotting bread. The city's biggest business, the Anheuser-Busch Brewing Company, has dumped its entire stock because of uncertainty about the sterility of the grain and yeast involved in the brewing process. The beer-soaked Mississippi is now home to insanely drunken catfish, swimming out of control, getting into fish fights, and vomiting all over the once beautiful shore. It's a vision of the apocalypse, Isaac, and the citizens of St. Louis can only hold on and hope for some sort of conclusion so that order can be restored. Are you fearful for your safety with such a contagious disease? Not in the least, Isaac. I'm Norwegian. Norwegians are immune to Ebola. I'm pretty sure that it will kill anyone, no matter what their heritage is, leaving their corpse an unidentifiable mess. I suppose you're right. I should go now. Isaac Grambo in St. Louis. For a better perspective on how this turn of events may be affecting farmers, we turn to Kate Bowen in Omaha. Kate.
Isaac, wheat farmers in Nebraska are waiting with bated breath for determination on the source of the Ebola from the CDC, and their financial future hangs in the balance.
This entire field is going to have to be plowed under. If I can't sell to bakers or brewers, then how am I supposed to sell any of it?
Isaac Grambo is a sixth-generation Nebraska wheat farmer, and his family depends on the harvest to make it through the year. Will simply plowing the wheat under get rid of the disease, if that is the cause after all?
Oh, hell no. To get rid of a critter like Ebola, you've got to scorch the soil. Hell, if it comes to it, I'm going to have to set my entire property on fire, including my house. And so's my cousin Steve and my neighbor Earl down the street over here. Hell, damn near everybody in the state.
Isaac, these farmers can only wait to know if they have a future, or if Nebraska will have to burn.
Thank you, Kate. Kate Bowen reporting from Omaha, Nebraska. We'll be back with more coverage of the Ebola outbreak of 2007 right after this here on the Grambo Report.